Welcome to the deep dive. You know that feeling, right? You're totally pressed for time, maybe running late, and you try to explain, but it just comes out wrong, like curt, or maybe panicked.
Yeah, exactly. Another person feels kind of blown off.
Or you've been on the receiving end, that quick, gotta go. That stings a bit.
hmm
Well, today we're diving into exactly that, how to handle those time crunch moments smoothly. We want to give you the tools to turn those awkward exits into something, well, graceful.
Precisely. Think of this deep dive as a shortcut, getting you really well informed on this specific bit of communication. We're not just defining phrases.
Right.
We're looking at how to sound polite, natural, even when you're short on time. It's all about those aha moments from the source material that you can use, like tomorrow.
Okay, let's unpack this idea of being in a rush. What does that actually mean in conversation?
Well, at its core, it's simple. You're trying to do something fast,
Mm-hmm.
usually because you're late or you just don't have much time.
You're in a hurry, moving quickly.
Exactly. Maybe you didn't plan well, maybe traffic was bad, but the crucial thing, and our sources really hit this point, is having the right English phrases.
Right. So you don't sound rude or like you're freaking out.
Yes, it's how you say it. This deep dive is really zeroing in on sounding polite and natural when you're in that situation.
Okay, so if the goal is to avoid sounding panicked or rude, let's get into the toolkit. What are those first, essential phrases we need?
First up, a real classic, I'm running late.
Okay.
And what's interesting here is the difference between I'm late and I'm running late.
Ah, okay, there's a difference.
There is. I'm late sounds quite final, like failure, done deal. But running late, that continuous tense, it suggests it's still happening, you're still trying.
Oh, I see. It softens it. Makes it sound like less of a accusation and more of an ongoing situation.
Exactly. It's kind of a linguistic way to manage expectations, like, sorry, I'm running late, I'll be there in 10 minutes. That sounds better, right?
Yeah, definitely. Or the other example.
I was running late this morning, so I skipped breakfast. Again, it just explains the situation a bit more gently.
That's a really useful distinction. It's more explanation than excuse. So, okay, you've maybe texted, I'm running late. What happens when you actually encounter someone and you're still pressed for time?
Right. That's where I'm in a bit of a rush comes in. This one is fantastic for politeness.
Okay.
It's like a little flag you raise, gently letting people know, hey, I can't really chat right now, and here's why. It builds a little empathy.
So you might say,
Something like, sorry, I can't talk right now, I'm in a bit of a rush. Or if you're already talking, can we make this quick? I'm in a bit of a rush today.
it sets expectations without just shutting them down.
Exactly. It manages the situation without making the other person feel, ignored.
Yeah, I can see that. But, is there a risk it could sound a bit like an excuse if you use it all the time? Like, how do you keep it sounding genuine?
That's a fair point. I think context matters, and your tone, definitely.
Right.
If you sound genuinely apologetic, maybe add a very brief reason sometimes.
Yeah.
Like in the example dialogue we'll get to. It works better.
Right, it's about showing you respect their time, even if you can't give them yours right then.
Precisely. And then, for the actual exit, there's the brilliant phrase, I've got to run.
Ah, gotta run. Classic.
It is, and it's a great idiom, right? It doesn't mean you're literally sprinting away.
No.
It just implies a quick, necessary departure that got to adds a sense of immediacy, of obligation. It feels punchy, but still friendly. Way friendlier than just, I must leave.
Yeah, much warmer, and it works pretty much anywhere.
Totally. Casual chats, work situations, Anyway, I've got to run, but let's talk later. Or, nice seeing you. I've got to run. Have a meeting. Smooth.
Okay, we have the tools. Now let's see them work together. I'm keen to hear this dialogue from the source material. Two coworkers, Taylor and Jamie, bumping into each other at a cafe.
Okay, so Jamie spots Taylor and says, Taylor, hey, I didn't know you came to this coffee shop.
Then Taylor.
Taylor goes, oh, hey, Jamie. Yeah, sometimes. But I'm running late for a client call, so I'm just grabbing a quick espresso.
Okay, first phrase deployed.
Yep. Jamie says, no worries. Everything okay.
Nice of Jamie.
Right. Taylor then says, totally. I'm just in a bit of a rush this morning, one of those days,
There's the second one, softening it.
Exactly. Jamie gets it, replies, I feel that. Mondays are always like that for me.
Relatable.
Taylor just a quick laugh, right? Anyway, I've got to run. Talk soon.
And the exit.
And Jamie's totally cool with it. Of course, good luck with the call.
Okay, that really did feel smooth. Taylor didn't just say, late, gotta go. Let's break it down. Why did that work so well?
Well, first, I'm running late for a client call. That specificity helps. It gives a clear, polite reason, so Jamie doesn't feel ignored.
Right, it's not just a vague brush off.
Then adding, I'm in a bit of a rush. That's the key softener. It basically translates to, look, I'm not being rude, I promise. I'm just super busy right now.
Yeah, reinforces the politeness.
And finally, I've got to run is just neat. It's a friendly, quick, clean way to end it. The big takeaway here, and the source material highlights this, is that Jamie isn't annoyed.
Because Taylor was clear and friendly.
Exactly. It proves that how you say things when you're rushing is crucial. Your tone, your words, they make all the difference.
It really is an art form, isn't it? Not just blurting out the first thing, which leads perfectly into, well, how do we get better? How do we move from basic phrases to sounding more authentic?
Yeah, this is about leveling up your fluency, making it sound like you actually speak the language, not just recite it. Let's take I'm late. It's okay, but a bit blunt.
A bit stark.
Yeah. Change it slightly to I'm running late, and suddenly it sounds more relaxed. Less like panic, more like a situation you're managing.
Small change, big difference in feeling.
Totally. Or take I don't have time.
Yeah.
That can land pretty harshly.
Definitely abrupt.
Switch to I'm in a bit of a rush, and boom, instantly more polite, less abrupt. It shows you're aware of the social side of things.
Right. And the last one, I need to go.
Swap that for I've got to run. It just transforms the departure, makes it friendlier, smoother. It's these little idiomatic shifts that make you sound natural.
Like you live in the language, not just visit.
That's a great way to put it. It's about comfortable,
Yeah.
confident communication, not sounding like you're reading from a script.
Love that. Okay, so for people wanting to expand their options even more, are there other useful phrases tucked away in the sources? Some bonus ones?
Oh, yeah, definitely. There are some great ones for slightly different shades of busy. If you're really overloaded, you can say, I'm swamped today.
Swamped. I like that. It's very visual.
Isn't it? It means you're just drowning in work or tasks. Then there's, I'm on a tight schedule.
Meaning not much wiggle room.
Exactly. Very little flexibility. If you need someone else to speed up a bit, politely, you can ask, can we make this quick?
Useful in meetings sometimes.
Definitely. And if you need to bypass the small talk altogether, let's cut to the chase.
Direct, but sometimes necessary.
It is. And the point that comes through again and again in the source material is that you can actually be polite and direct simultaneously.
It's not one or the other.
Not at all. It's a skill. You can be clear about your time limits without being rude.
Okay, this is all fantastic. We've got the phrases, the nuances, the examples, but the big question is always, how do we actually make these part of our active vocabulary? How do we start using them?
Great question. It starts with just thinking about your own situations. Imagine texting a friend you're running late. Instead of the usual, try typing out, no, sorry, running late, be there in 5.
Just practice it in a low-stakes way first.
Exactly. Or imagine needing to cut a phone call short. Mentally rehearse saying, hey, sorry, I'm actually in a bit of a rush. Can I call you back? Write them down. Say them out loud.
Hearing yourself say it helps.
It really does. You can even record yourself quickly on your phone and listen back. Check your tone. Does it sound friendly? Does it sound natural?
Good tip.
But the absolute key, the next time you genuinely are in a rush, try one. Just pick one phrase and use it for real.
Jump in the deep end.
Sort of. That's when the learning really sticks. When you apply it in a real-life moment, that's how you make these phrases truly yours.
All right, well, that brings us towards the end of this deep dive. Hopefully, you're feeling a lot more confident now about handling those rushed moments in English. You've got the tools.
Yeah, you should feel more equipped.
So here's your challenge. Pick one phrase we talked about today, just one, and make a point of trying it out this week. Maybe in a text, maybe on a call, maybe just practice it out loud when you're actually rushing around at home.
And while you're doing that, maybe mull this over. Think about how these seemingly small word choices do more than just convey I'm busy. They actively shape how people see you, how your interactions go.
Right. It's about managing perceptions, too.
It really is. That skill being polite and direct, even under pressure, that says a lot. It turns potential awkwardness into clear, respectful communication. Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about. Until next time, keep diving deep.